Sit with me, not to escape what is happening in your life, but to face it without being shaken by it. There was a time when everything around me began to fall apart at once. The outside world would call it chaos. Inside, it felt heavier than that. It felt like loss of control. And that is what disturbs us most. Not the event itself, but the feeling that we cannot hold it together. I remember going to my teacher and asking, "How do I stay calm when everything is collapsing?" He did not answer immediately. Instead, he poured tea into a cup and kept pouring until it overflowed onto the table. I said, "Master, it is spilling." He looked at me and said, "Yes, because the cup cannot receive anything new while it is already full." Then he gently moved the cup aside. In that moment, I understood something I had been resisting. When life overflows, it is not always asking you to control more. Sometimes it is asking you to hold less. We try to control outcomes, people, timelines, expectations, and when those things break, we break with them. But calm does not come from controlling everything. It comes from releasing what was never yours to control in the first place. When everything falls apart, your first instinct will be to react, to fix, to chase, to panic, to grasp at certainty. But reacting is like trying to calm a storm by shouting at the wind. Instead, become still. Not because nothing is wrong, but because stillness allows you to see clearly. There was another time when a young monk came to me in distress. His plans had failed, his efforts had gone unnoticed, and he believed he had wasted years of his life. He asked me, "What should I do now?" I told him, "Right now, do nothing." He looked confused, almost frustrated, but I continued, "When the water is disturbed, you cannot see your reflection. If you keep stirring it, it will never become clear." So, we sat together in silence. Minutes passed, then more. Eventually, his breathing slowed, his shoulders softened, and without me saying another word, he understood what needed to be done next. Clarity does not come from force. It comes from stillness. You do not need to have all the answers when everything is falling apart. You only need to remain steady enough to not become part of the collapse. So when life feels overwhelming, return to what is always within your control. Your breath, your next step, your response. Not the entire future, just this moment. Take one breath as if it is the only thing you are responsible for. Then take one step as if it is enough, because it is. The storm may continue. The uncertainty may remain, but you will no longer be carried by it. You will be standing within it. And that is the difference between being overwhelmed and being unshaken. So when everything falls apart, do not rush to rebuild immediately. First, become still. Then rebuild from clarity, not chaos. I have lived long enough to see that storms are not here to destroy you. They are here to show you what cannot be destroyed. Stay there long enough, and you will find it.